Welcome to the third installment of our Startups of NRF series. As you know, I'm working my way through the 103 startups exhibiting in the Innovation Lab or Startup Zone at NRF. I'm trying to keep each of these pods under 15 minutes, and I'll ask the same 8 questions. Today, we're going deep into 3D, augmented reality, and the metaverse with Ashley Crowder, CEO and co-founder of VNTANA. Give it a listen and let us know what you think. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Startups of NRF series. Today, I have Ashley Crowder, CEO of VNTANA, with us to talk about what she's doing. Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about your company. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm the CEO and co-founder of VNTANA. I've been working in the 3D, AR, VR, metaverse space for over a decade. So I'm very excited that people now know that word and are excited about it. And my background is in engineering, graduated from USC, which had a partnership with the military that actually funded research in 3D, AR, VR. So that's why I've really been working in the space for a long time. It's when I first was like, this is amazing. It's going to change the world. So I always wanted to do something in it. And, co-founded VNTANA with my partner, Ben, and we've been to the software platform that makes it incredibly easy to create 3D and AR e-commerce experiences at scale. The way I always explain it is just like Vimeo and YouTube made it very easy to upload, embed, and share video. We make it incredibly easy to upload, embed, and share 3D and AR. And the big kind of secret sauce behind us is our patented algorithms. So we can actually take existing manufacturing design files, the way your fashion designers or product designers create today, and you can upload them and instantly get a version that can go on your website. The biggest thing is those manufacturing design files are usually way too big and not in the right format. So it's a smart compression algorithm, so we can reduce the size of those 3D models by up to 95% without changing anything. So it still looks great. So your website's going to load really fast. The 3D model can also meet the specs to go on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you want to put these.
So really interesting. First, the fact that you really got your foot working in the military. Heads-up displays and AR go back to the 60s. So I guess we can thank some of the taxpayers for really setting up what we're now all starting to talk and call the metaverse, huh?
For sure. So ICT, it's the Institute of Creative Technology, which is the partnership between the military and the USC Engineering School. That's where the Oculus first came out of, the tech for the VR Oculus headset. Palmer Luckey interned there and then started Oculus.
Very interesting. Where does your solution sit then? Does a brand create the files, the 3D files of their goods and then export it to retailers? Do retailers do this? How does the actual process look? Because you're already working with quite a few brands. So is this a retailer application, or tell us where this whole thing sits?
Yeah, we generally work direct to brands. They're the ones who are designing the product. So if you're an apparel company, you probably design in Clo or Brassware. Those files are great for manufacturing. Again, way too big and not in the right formats for web, social media, any game engines, any place you want to use these. So you can upload them to VNTANA, instantly get what you need to embed on your website using these other platforms. If you're a footwear company, you probably design in Modo or Keyshot, and the list goes on. If you're a smaller company and you're not designing in 3D yet, we can also help you. So we can actually create 3D models for you if you need to. And then you're using our software still to embed the 3D on your website and have the augmented reality piece, because it doesn't make sense for you to build some custom one-off application. Again, you wouldn't build your own custom video playback for your website, right? You're going to use Vimeo or a similar solution. So VNTANA is that 3D web viewer with the AR. So your consumers can actually hold up their phone and see that purse true to size on their desk. And that's what's giving them confidence to buy. So having 3D on your website has proven to double conversion rate, increase average cart size up to 70%. One of our clients, Diesel, saw that, and reduce returns by 40%.
So you're going to be at NRF this year. You're in the Innovation Lab or the Startup Zone?
Yeah, we're in the Innovation Lab booth 4.
So what are you, because that's a retail show, so you're looking for retailers to understand your capability and then asking their brands, or are you looking for them to do actual deals with you? How does that look?
Yeah, it's both, right? So we work with a number of working with direct to brand is easier. And there are a number of like direct to brands that also come to NRF because they have retail stores at the end of the day and they're selling. And then we can also we're talking with companies. I can't mention the name, but they sell a lot
Oh,
of their
come on. I hear that every day. I can't mention the name. It's a large provider. Oh, I'm just kidding.
It's a large provider of many things.
In the Southeast.
Yeah. And they understand, they know the value of 3D. It increases sales at the end of the day. So they actually have us as a partner and say, we want you doing 3D, meet VNTANA, because they know at the end of the day, the people who own the product, they're generally, if you sell on Amazon.com or Sam's Club or any of these things, the brand is the one providing the images of the products, right? So the brand would also provide this 3D version. So we're helping to be that conduit. The other piece about our platform is we built it in a very headless architecture so that big retail companies like any of the ones I just mentioned could actually just use our components and add 3D capabilities to their site so that their brands could actually just upload directly, get the 3D on their website. You never even need to talk to VNTANA. We can just give you those capabilities.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Terrific. So as an analyst, if I was forecasting this space, where do you sit? Do you consider yourself business intelligence or analytics, or what category do you want to sit in?
We see ourselves as content creation and management. At the end of the day, we are a cloud 3D content management system that makes it incredibly easy to manage and distribute 3D wherever that is. So today, we're doing a lot of e-commerce and B2B sales. It's a very clear increase to the bottom line. And those 3D assets can also be used across the metaverse, right? We're helping some of our clients to start sell digital assets. People are actually buying digital clothing. They want their avatar in Roblox or Fortnite to look great. So they want to buy those latest Puma shoes or whatever it is for their avatar. And we're automatically creating the 3D models that you can easily drop into all those places.
So we already have a good category for content creation. So we don't have to build out a new category, new forecast, but certainly evolve that forecast.
Yeah, I think you need to evolve it into the spatial computing space, right? So it's not just 2D content, but it's 3D and it's spatial. And what does that mean? It's a 3D asset. And is there animation attached to that? It just becomes bigger.
How many of the top 600 retailers, that's typically retailers that have greater than $1 billion in revenue, have some kind of a 3D component on their website today, do you think?
I'm not sure the exact number, but I would say, yeah, I would say a lot of people, 2020 forced a lot of people to make changes. So we saw a lot of brands and retailers start with B2B sales. So nobody could get samples from their manufacturer. They had no choice but to show a 3D version, which was the next best thing that they could do. The buyers loved it. They still made their sales. The brand selling really loved it because they saved hundreds of thousands of dollars by replacing physical samples. And once they proved that, then they started moving to e-commerce. So we've seen a lot of brands across 2021 do a lot of A/B testing. So go to their website, you may or may not see 3D and AR because they're doing A/B testing to really prove these metrics at Shopify, Accenture, Snapchat, that it's doubling conversion rates, et cetera, are really happening. And so I think 2022, you're going to see way more. It's a bit of a blue ocean because to your point, like how many websites do you go on and do you see 3D? Any product where size matters and people really want to understand it, 3D can help. So it's really an exciting time.
Yeah, so I hadn't really thought about that. A lot more brands and probably retailers already have a lot of experience behind the scenes with 3D, so the uptake's going to be far faster than it would be if it was just rolling out. And I hate to say anything positive about COVID, but it certainly clearly has been an accelerant to all things contactless payments, digital experience, all that sort of stuff. So take COVID out of the equation, we're probably 2 or 3 years, or with COVID, we've probably accelerated adoption at least 2 or 3 years, I would guess, on what you're doing.
100%. Because especially larger brands, nobody wants to be the first. They want to be the second. Yeah.
Slow to adopt, fast to follow, I think is the time statement.
When push comes, if you literally have no product to show someone, you have to figure it out. And COVID forced a lot of people to try new tech, try new things. And when it increases the bottom line, it's hard to go back.
So when somebody comes to your booth at NRF and they're a retailer, let's say tier 1, even maybe tier 2, there'll be a whole lot of tier 2s. What's the message you tell them?
Yeah, we make it incredibly easy to add 3D and augmented reality to your e-commerce site. And it's proven to double conversion rate, increase average cart size, reduce returns. Let's see how we can help you. If you don't have any 3D models, that's no problem. We can help create them. You can also connect us direct with the brands that sell for you, and they might actually have 3D models that could be plug and play with our software, so get you up and running quickly. And then setting you up for, the future, the near future of retail is being able to sell digital assets within these games. Kids aren't going and hanging out at the mall anymore. They're meeting online in these virtual worlds, and they want their avatars to look cool. And they're actually willing to pay real money for virtual goods. My friends' kids ask for their allowance in Robux, not in dollars. You know what I mean?
God, I feel like I'm 100. My kids are 25. I missed that whole era. Yeah. And 100% I missed it. But wow. But I looked at the market cap on Roblox and just about had a heart attack, how big that is.
It's wild.
Interesting. We have a whole lot of students that listen to this show. I'm on the Center for Retail Transformations Advisory Council. So I always get asked this question, and I'm going to turn right over to you. What advice would you give for young budding entrepreneurs?
Just start somewhere. So I think people are often afraid to just start. It doesn't need to be a perfect product. It's all about that minimum viable product. Think of the most creative way you can test that someone will pay for your product, whatever that is, whatever service or product you were thinking of building. Try and figure out what's the simplest way you can prove that someone is going to be willing to pay for it. And if not, it'll help you adjust and change your business and faster. So like the faster you can test and iterate, the faster you can build a successful business.
Yeah, great answer. What skills do you use every day that you wish you would have paid more attention to in college?
I have hated writing my whole life, but it's very important. Honestly, that's a general one. I think so much today is about creating valuable content, whether it's for LinkedIn or blogs or other platforms to explain, especially in a new industry like 3D and AR, where a lot of people need educational content. So I'd say that's something that's been very important. You can also hire copywriters and amazing marketing people to help you.
So I've asked that question of 40 entrepreneurs. You want to know what the number one answer is? Writing. It's not even close.
Really?
100% of the answers. 100% of the answers, it's writing. Everyone, including me, by the way, as an analyst that had to make a living writing, really wish I would have paid more attention to writing in college and got a lot more comfortable for it. Wow, this is fantastic. So thanks for taking the time with us today. Look forward to maybe coming by and seeing you at NRF. How can people get in touch with you if they're interested in what you're doing or learn more about your solutions?
Yeah, go to our website. It's VNTANA, so VNTANA.com. Window in Spanish without the E. That was for trademark reasons. You can
got it.
Just email us at info@ventana.com.
Great. Thanks so much for talking to us today, and good luck at NRF.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode. For more info, refer to the pod notes below. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving us a 5-star rating and review. It really helps us grow. I'm your host, Jeff Roster, analyst at large. If you want to connect, follow us on Twitter at JeffPR or at BrianSathanation, or connect with us on LinkedIn. Visit my website at roster.retail.com or brians@ederit.ai. Until next time, stay safe and have a great week.